Three, two, one. Okay, it's recording. Hey guys! Hey, what's up, you guys?
Welcome to the
Interpolar.
Podcast.
Okay,
It's
wait.
okay, guys. We came up with this podcast name maybe 5 minutes ago at best.
Yeah,
But I mean,
we're just rolling with it because we've literally recorded this like a million times. We're just gonna roll with it. My name's Jaylenne. Full government name. You can know my last name, Martinez. Put it on blast.
my name's Maya Martinez.
We're sisters,
We're
actually.
actually sisters. No, I'm just kidding. This podcast has this YouTube channel, just in general, I've always wanted to, specifically you, I've always wanted to have a channel with someone that I could really relate to and like who I feel like really gets my humor. Like this podcast has been like in the notes app of our friendship for a very long time.
I feel like I genuinely started this because I was tired of my talent not being seen. I was tired of my funniness not being recognized to the entire world and only just like my besties. Like, I can't handle that. I'm a star and I need everybody to see it. So, genuinely, I need every velocity edit made of me. I'm not shutting the fuck up about that. Make cute velocity edits of me and my besties. And yeah,
We have song requests too if you're curious.
yeah, so
So
uh I'll drop that down in the description.
just in case you're curious and you want to make video edits of us, we do allow that. We do want to feel like
We
Lily
do
Rose Depp.
encourage it actually. We do want to feel like we're sexy baddies. Who can I say
Sexy
sexy?
Daddy.
Can I
Is
say
that against the YouTube algorithm?
sexy inappropriate?
Um,
Will I get demonetized? Let's talk about it. Not that I have any monetization anyway. But
demonetized before we even get monetized. First video. Great start to our channel.
demonetization speed run. First step, don't be monetized in the first place.
Yeah, fair point. You can always cash app us for instead
Um,
of
Tell me, I'll put that in the description.
yeah, I mean I other than wanting to just have an outlet to kind of talk about my very strong opinions. I'm so like loudly opinionated.
Girl, you're the
Um,
most opinionated I've ever met. And I mean that with my whole heart.
yeah, I mean, and I honestly don't even take that offensively because I feel like if you're a bad strong opinion, oh,
I it's okay.
we're gonna have to edit this a little bit. But if you're
Yeah.
a bad with strong opinions, like there's nothing stopping you in this world. But
The only
yeah,
thing stopping you is yourself, so don't let yourself stop you because we didn't let ourselves stop us. We started today.
start
Literally,
the podcast.
I'm in
Start
my
it now.
PJ. Start today. This is your sign. In my PJs, fresh off of work. Let's talk
Fresh
about
out of work. You got out of work at 3 p.m.
it. Fresh out of work at 3 p.m., but like it's also 10. You know, let's
It's the
talk.
vibe.
We've literally been at this since 5 o'clock. We've been at this for 5 hours.
Yeah, and I feel like we're finally kind of getting the flow of things like
For sure,
a
yeah.
little bit.
Definitely gonna be awkward the first episode. It is. We're gonna be awkward a little bit, but I think we aren't as awkward as the other takes. So this is the one we're going with because it's 10 p.m. and I'm tired. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm
freaking tired.
it's okay. We're all adults here. We stay up past our bedtime to
Mhm.
film the podcast. Um, so yeah, make
Post
sure you
bedtime
make it worth it.
pod. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about I guess how we met.
Okay. Well,
So
we're basically like childhood friends. Kind of, is that childhood? We were children. We were
we were
children and
childhood.
now we're not. So I would say that we grew up together, I feel like, fundamental years. I met you when you were like 11 years old, probably like 10 or 11 years old. I was
Yeah,
like 12. I think
yeah.
you're probably younger than that, actually.
I think we met for the first time at a pool by our house.
I could have
Um,
sworn it was like at a play. Remember the play? Remember the play with
oh yeah, yeah, it was at a play and our moms were talking to each other.
yeah, because they both had scrubs on.
Yeah, I felt like we went to the same elementary school too. I feel like I saw you there
Yeah.
a little bit.
I
But
did. I feel like I did.
yeah, but we only really became friends during our middle school years, so we were on the same bus.
Hmm.
Um,
That was
oh my God.
that was a trip. I think I don't even know. I don't even remember how we started sitting together. I don't remember anything that led up to it. I just remember randomly sitting next to you one day, and then we started talking about like all the music we like and like the YouTubers we watch and
Yeah.
like stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, and we just had a lot of like emo things in common. Like, um,
Yeah. I was really big into My Chemical Romance at the time.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if you can see there, but that's my 21 Pilots flag, my pride flag. Um, I was really big into 21 Pilots and Panic at the Disco. And I remember you used to wear black eyeliner as lipstick, so I was like, yeah, no,
Oh.
girl is gonna be my friend.
And people still know me as that. Literally, I speak to people who live for context, I moved out of state. I live in Florida now. So, the hot state and I literally still talk to people who live in my hometown and they still know me as like the black lipstick girl, not even by my name, which is
The
crazy.
emo one, the one with curly hair, the one with black lipstick. Those are like the
But
three.
honestly, first signs of me being an icon. I was
Out to
an
be a
icon.
baddie.
I I was always destined to be an icon. I was always destined. I need to stop this bit before like people actually think that I'm like
Yeah, that you're
arrogant.
being serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that we're actually serious about is be confident
Making
in
money.
yourself and make
Velocity
velocity
edit.
edits, please.
I am being 100%. I am being 100% serious when I tell you this.
Look me in the eyes when I say this.
Make velocity edits of me and my besties and make them cute and make them of little cute songs.
Or, you know what? I
Or
have a
baddie edits.
personal,
I will also take that.
yeah, I have a personal request. I feel like I would be like a cool little edit to like the song Older by, oh my God, I forget her name, but it's like think I need someone older,
Oh,
just a
okay.
little bit
I see the
colder.
vision.
Take
Wait,
the
okay.
weight off his shoulder.
What would you think my song would be?
I feel like yours is cute, but the Rick and Morty shirt is throwing me off.
Oh, um, little Andy.
Soft in your newborn skin, only one. I'm one.
That was kind of funny. I think see, I could be funny, guys.
You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't doubt yourself in the pod.
But yeah, guys,
I
let me,
feel like your
I
song
think
would
I got a little
probably
bit too confident and comfortable too quickly. What are you saying?
your song would be, oh gosh. What would your song be?
It'd be some depressing ass shit, I feel like.
Oh, you know what song it would be?
But
Where you said you're going, he can fuck you like I can.
oh my God. Really?
Yeah, that's another thing that brings me back to my emo days. I was really big into, we were both big into XXXTentacion, Lil
Dude,
Peep
when
at the right age.
XXXTentacion died,
Oh
let's
my
talk
God.
about
Can
it.
we put the picture in? Can we input the picture of our wrists? What we wrote on our wrist the day XXXTentacion died, because that is crazy.
Days into it.
Insert the picture.
I've been feeling pain. Oh.
Insert picture here. You need to find that picture because I don't think I have it.
I
You need
think
to
you
find
sent it to me not that long ago, but
You need
yeah.
to find it because I don't think I have it anymore. But I remember exactly where I was, exactly what was happening. It rained that day. You remember?
I remember it because let me tell my story first because I mine is a little bit shorter than yours. Yours is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But the day XXXTentacion passed away,
Rest in
I
peace.
was sitting next to my grandma because I was still young enough to be babysat by my grandma.
Babysit.
And she's scrolling through her Facebook and she's like, "Oh, Florida rapper shot in his car." I'm like, "Florida rapper? Florida rapper? Who is it? Who is it?" And she's like, "It says his name is XX." And then as soon as I heard the X come out of her mouth, it felt like my heart was ripped out of my chest, and like it felt like like the fisheye effect, just when like my world changed in that moment. And I just remember I couldn't stop crying. I was telling my mom, I was like, "I don't want to eat today." Like, this was like the worst thing that could happen to me.
Dude, honestly, at the age of 12, my favorite rapper dying was the worst thing that happened to me. Like, actually, let's not try. But, literally, like, I remember, were you done with your story? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I didn't want to, like, cut you off. I remember I was at a pool party, and I was a Girl Scout. I used to be a Girl Scout. I was at my friend's pool party. I knew her from Girl Scouts. I don't know if it was like a Girl Scout meet. I don't remember. I don't think I was in Girl Scouts at the time. I think she just invited me to her birthday party. And we were chilling, we were vibing in the pool. And it was like summertime, low key, I think. It was like right before school ended.
It was June 18th, I remember.
Yeah.
Forever ingrained in my mind.
I've been feeling pain.
I feel like I'm trapped in my damn mind. Started feeling like I'm not in my mind.
What time does school end there? June?
June.
But like late June. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we were still in school. And so we were chilling in the pool and nobody had their phone on them. And then we went back inside, you know, we were chilling, we were vibing. I think we were watching like Jeopardy on the TV. And everybody's checking their Snapchat. And then one of the girls was like, xxxtentaction died, or it's in the hospital. No, because we didn't he died.
Yes, I remember that he was fighting. Like, he was fighting for his life. He was
like on life support, and they were like, he's in the hospital. He got shot or something like that.
Yeah, he was in critical condition. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Like, I cried for like 2 seconds, and then we went to the kitchen and had chocolate cake. and then I found out that he passed away, and I ended up crying, and you know, the whole shibuya.
The whole shibuya when someone you know dies or whatever.
We wrote XXX on our wrist every day in Sharpie for like a week. And my mom would
I remember there was a blackout day for xxxtentacion too, where everyone in our school wore black. Do you remember that? Oh my God, that is so terrible.
Blackout Tuesday. XXX. Let's talk about it.
Our school had a more organized protest for the death of xxxtentacion than when someone threatened to shoot up our school.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I've been feeling pain just to hold on. Yeah. And I don't feel safe. I'm so numb.
Okay.
Welcome back, guys.
Short intermission from the xxxtentacion eulogy.
Oh my God, I think I just snotted everywhere.
Oh yeah, okay. So I mean, let's move on from xxxtentacion.
Yeah. Good way to just transition into the next topic.
Just like he transitioned into the next life.
Can you guys hear me? Hey, let me know if you guys can hear me.
Okay, he was a questionable human being. Anyway, let's go.
I remember. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Let's stop talking about this.
Let's acknowledge before we move on that he was an incredibly talented musician, but a really, really, really questionable human being. I mean, you're using an example of someone that's literally not him singing. Enough. Music is definitely something that we've always related to about.
For sure.
Like we used to.
It
is kind of how it started. I mean, it's such an easy way for people to relate to each other. I love music for that reason. But a funny little story. When we used to sit next to each other on the bus, we would have a little JBL, a little
Dude.
speaker, and we would blast like the most obnoxious, obscene music that middle schoolers should not be listening to.
You still listen to Youngblood?
Oh my God. Don't mention that name in this. Don't mention that name in this house. That is really disturbing. I have not thought about him in so long.
Let's talk about it. What happened to Youngblood?
He's still making music. He's like, I mean, I see videos of him on tour. Like,
who the fuck is buying that?
going to see Youngblood on tour.
Hot take. Who likes Youngblood on tour?
I knew
Youngblood on tour.
I knew someone who I think she met him in person, actually.
I wonder what he smelled like.
But she went to like his tour, like she loves him. And it's like someone being like a diehard fan of Pitbull. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
nobody
who
is listening to this?
Yeah, it's just like Fireball. That's all I know.
But for Youngblood, it's like
I see pictures in my
like when he had that let's like stop cursing before we make $0. When he had that, was it like a promotion? Was he sponsored by Kodak?
He was sponsored by Kodak.
Yeah.
He
had to say Kodak. He was like legally obligated to say Kodak at least twice before like the first 10 seconds of the song. He was like, picture this with a Kodak. Picture me with a Kodak.
Picture me on a billboard with a Kodak.
Picture me on a Kodak with a Kodak.
Picture this with a Kodak.
Picture this with a Kodak. Okay, wait. That's a good Instagram caption. For like, okay, free idea for these digicam hoes, digicam Instagram pages. If you have a Kodak camera, make the caption, picture me with a Kodak, and then put the song, tonight,
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Like the little, and you will get 1 million likes. That's gonna be my first Instagram post.
Okay.
Tonight. That's literally us right now. For all we know, there might not be tomorrow. Let's do it tonight.
So let's do the podcast tonight.
Podcast. Period. It all circles around. Everything is connected.
Picture the pod with a Kodak.
Next time you see me, I will be pictured with a Kodak.
We'll be sponsored by Kodak.
We'll be sponsored by Kodak. Kodak sponsor me.
I always thought when YouTubers were sponsored by Honey, like
really?
That's like when they made it. Like,
honey, honey, how you thrill me. I don't know why I thought of that.
Do you know what Honey is?
Yeah, I do. I have Honey.
Honey is a browser extension for you.
Yo, Honey, sponsor us because
no, don't sponsor us. Honey is a scam. We don't want it. We don't want your money.
No.
So yeah, that was pretty crazy. You know what else is like a scam? Like the BetterHelp.
Okay, let's not name every brand out there that will literally give us money.
Okay, we can beep that out.
BetterHelp though,
BetterHelp we will not work with. Ever. We say that like we will ever like we get sponsored.
Listen, we won't now, but we could.
We could in the future.
After this, probably not, but
that's okay. I mean, I don't know. I mean, people look at the H3H3 podcast. They're sponsored like every episode, and they're kind of off the rails. Off the rails.
Off the rails. Ethan, sponsor me. Don't sponsor me.
Yeah, don't sponsor me, definitely. Yeah, that's another crazy thing too. I grew up watching H3H3, and to see kind of like kind of who he is, because I was
at the Sion side of the internet, so honestly, I can't really rebuke that well. I remember being a child and wanting him to give me validation so bad that I was contemplating sending that email. Yeah.
I never did that. I was so scared of like just online exposure as a kid for some reason.
Too. I was scared, but like I just wanted him to be like, you're skinny. Does that make me mentally ill?
Yes.
Yeah.
I never thought that way. I'm actually sorry.
I don't
It
know
just
why I did. And as like when I got older, I was like, why did I ever think that way? But let's not normalize it, but let's talk about
I'm
it.
not doing this stupid fucking counter anymore, or I'm gonna lose my shit.
Because I feel like other people have felt that way too. All the
absolutely,
girls
there are people that have felt.
on their pictures so they
There
could
are
get
people.
validated, like validation.
Can we have someone, if anyone watching this podcast has ever sent their pictures to Onision and he's like responded to them, oh my God, we would love to have you on the
Yeah,
podcast.
please comment down below 2 burger emojis.
2 burger emojis and 1 unicorn emoji.
Just one if you've ever been contacted by Onision, 2 if you haven't. But yeah.
He is such an interesting person because I still can't believe he wants to be on the internet, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Honestly,
I can believe it, but at the same time, it's like
people like that I feel like are just so sick.
they just want constant.
Watch his legal team come after us after this.
What
But
legal team?
does he have a legal team? Wasn't he like suing people?
What is he going to sue us for? Telling the truth?
I guess.
Um, or I mean, it's subjective opinions on him and how he's made other people feel. I mean, there's countless testimonies to that. Just even like contributing to that. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, why? There's like so against
Don't
who
blame yourself for that though. Like you were literally just a child watching YouTube. Like
a child watching YouTube. Yeah, obviously, I'm not blaming myself, but it's so like obviously they know that their videos are being watched by kids.
Mhm.
And it could have like I saw this TikTok the other day. It was like we were on track to being the most progressive generation, meaning Gen Z,
Mhm.
and like right wing influencers that started that like those like micro aggressions in their content
Running out of
really
time, guys. Running out of time. It says 10 minutes left, so honestly, let's just wrap this up in 10 minutes.
yeah, I can wrap it up in 10 minutes.
Running-
But I think it really their negative behaviors really influence a whole generation of people into thinking in a really toxic, especially like toxic masculinity, like far right extremism is like implemented really small and like in the beginning so that these right-wing influencers can like really push their agenda more and more as time goes on as like progressive ideology becomes so much less popular, at least where we live.
Honestly, though, because like, let's talk. I need to like, let's talk about it counter.
No.
How many times have I said let's talk about it? But genuinely, like, let's talk about it. Uh, like how when 2020 was rolling around, everybody was a cab. What the fuck happened?
Mhm. Yeah,
What happened?
right. I
What
feel
happened?
like what happened to now I'm gonna stand
Yeah,
up,
like
save
what
my
happened to
people
making
with
the black and white
me.
change overnight? Like what happened to that? What happened to no
Freedom till we're equal.
Yeah,
Damn right I support it.
What happened to that? Like
Like
what
I
happened
said,
to the performative woke alt baddies from 2020? We still love you, even though it could have been a little performative. Um, what happened? We want to see where you are.
I'll tell you where they are now. They probably see all the stuff that's going on in the world that doesn't affect their country directly and ignoring it. Because that's exactly what performatism is.
True. Yeah.
The girlie is like, I mean, I don't think that they're bad intentioned, but I do think that the intelligence as a collective in the United States is rapidly declining. Um,
Hot
and
guys.
I
It's
think
hot take.
if we kept in the now about situations that are happening in our country like we did previously, even though now we kind of stop because I feel like partially, at least people on the left kind of feel less strong in their beliefs because they've given up, because they don't really see a future at all. And I feel like that only pushes like the I don't want to say the loud minority because clearly they're not a minority, you know.
Were they ever? I feel like they were.
I mean, that brings me back to like, oh, just wait until like Gen Z can vote thing. Like,
yeah, because wait until Gen Z can vote, and the first president they voted for was Donald Trump. Like, let's talk about it. Well, canceled first podcast, guys.
It's like, if you don't agree with me, I don't want you to watch this podcast anyway. At least on this topic, like,
True.
I don't think anybody.
I don't think anybody who.
I don't think anybody who disagrees would watch this podcast.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, there you go.
I put it in a nice way for you.
You're more articulate than I am and saying things nicely. I feel.
Yeah.
Like.
I feel like that was, you know, a decent first episode. We talked about how we met, some of our opinions, like what we're kind of into a little bit. I mean, just keep coming back for more episodes and you'll learn more about us if you like the first ep of the pod.
If you like what you see, then take it. Have you seen that? If you like what you see, then take it.
I've never seen that before. We should do an episode where we show each other funny TikToks, show each other brain rot.
Next episode would be brain rot. In case you didn't get enough in this one.
Next episode we'll figure out a way to record for longer than 40 minutes.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. We'll have a better hang of this. If you made it this far, comment the burger.
2 big burgers.
2 big burgers in the comment section. 2 big unicorns. And have a great day. Love you.
Oh yeah, and I'll put our social media in the description if you want to follow us personally.
Have a great day. Love you.
Bye guys. Love you. Please subscribe.
Bye. We ate that. The book. Okay, I'm keeping that in the recording. Okay.